you're considering turning a single family home into an RAL, there's some renovations you're gonna wanna consider. In the United States right now, there are 76 million baby boomers. The number one dilemma for these baby boomers? Housing. That dilemma can be your opportunity. Welcome to the Assisted Living Network podcast, where you can discover how just one residential assisted living home could secure your financial future forever. Hey, it's Isabelle from the Assisted Living Network. So, what are the renovations that you're going to need to look into to turn your home into a residential assisted living home? Well, I tell people every day that they can use a single family home as an RAL, but that immediately makes them think of a 3-2. And that's not what we're talking about, okay? Think bigger, think better. Think really nice parts of town, still zoned residential in most cities and counties, but more like 6 to 12 bedrooms and bathrooms. Most homes aren't going to start that way. Okay, I get it. And you're going to have to renovate to the home to add more space or do an addition. That's quite obvious. But what about the other things you're probably not immediately thinking of when it comes to renovations to make the home safe for seniors? Like ramps, guardrails, bathrooms, flooring, hallways and doorways, sitting spaces, etc. Okay, let's get into it. When it comes to renovations, one of the biggest ones you're going to want to consider is adding ramps. Whether or not you're required to be ADA compliant, you want to be as close to that as possible. Ramps are a good start, and most seniors, listen, they're not going to be able to walk up and down stairs, especially if they have a wheelchair. And we want this to be as seamless of an experience as possible when it comes to movement around the home. You can add ramps anywhere that there would traditionally be a step, and this will greatly help with fall risks and hazards in the home. The next one to consider is guardrails, okay? This may not be required, but it's highly recommended. The reality is gravity works the same at this senior's own home as it does at the library or grocery store or your RAL. So don't be fooled. Just because they now have attention and love and care, it doesn't mean gravity changed, okay? You'll want to add as many things as you can to help prevent falls. And guardrails in high traffic areas like bathrooms and long hallways are a really nice touch. This helps seniors stay safe and comfortable continuing movement on their own. And we want them to have as much independence as possible. And small things like this help accommodate those needs. When it comes to bathrooms, you want to consider that daughter Judy, the number one thing she is looking for when she tours the home is privacy. When she moves mom or dad into your RAL home, having their own room is big, but having their own bathroom is even bigger. This is a huge touch, and it not only makes the family happy, but also the senior. Adding more bathrooms adds to your bottom dollar. So consider this. Each person within the home is paying a different rate. The person in the primary bedroom with the largest bathroom is paying one of the highest rates within the home typically. And the person in the shared bedroom with shared bathrooms, they're probably paying the lowest rate within the home. There's many things that come into the cost of care. We've talked about that in other episodes, but the bedroom bathroom setup, that's a big one. So you want to make sure that you have different options within the home, but the bedroom bathroom situation, it allows for flexibility with those rates. And as an RAL owner, you want to maximize income. So adding more bathrooms allows you to increase the rates for your residents. And this comes in handy when you're not 100% occupied, or when the neighbors' RALs don't have the offerings that you do. Okay, so more bathrooms, that's a good one. Next is flooring. This is a big renovation you're going to want to consider up front. Whenever I, walk into a home to see if it's a good fit for RAL, one of the major things to consider is the cost of redoing all the floors. We are looking for smooth, clean floors. Think luxury vinyl or tile, not hardwood and not carpet. Hardwood and carpet soak up liquids, you guys, and we're not spilling water in these care homes, if you know what I mean, okay? When it comes to carpet, it bubbles over time, and this is a trip hazard. And you can catch the theme here. Most of these renovations, they come down to one major thing: safety. It is so important to make the home as safe and comfortable as possible for these seniors. Next, wide hallways and doorways. That's a big key. If the home is naturally pretty tight and the doorways are small, look for ways to widen the doorways, like busting them down and building new larger doors, or adding an offset hinge to give yourself an extra inch of space on the doorway. Hallways also need to be nice and wide. Remember, many of your seniors will have walkers or wheelchairs, and this is important for them to have, comfortable movement in their home. We don't want them banging their knuckles as just they're walking down the hallway. I mean, come on. We want to make it nice and safe and open for them. Last but not least, consider adding lots of sitting spaces inside and outside. Seniors are hanging out most of the day, so a nice library, game room, TV or theater room, maybe an outdoor front porch area, a garden with benches, or a gazebo in the yard. Those are really nice touches that will get used often. The families will appreciate having a nice place to go and hang out with their loved one when they come to visit. Naturally, you're looking for an open concept within the home. It's a very senior-friendly design. Think of a mom watching 4 kids in the living room and she's sitting in the kitchen, right? That's the kind of concept we're looking for, that open concept where you can have eyes in different parts of the house. Lots of long hallways and tight spaces are not very good. We want open space so the caregivers can oversee as many residents at one time as possible. I've just listed quite a few renovations, and you'll want to consider all of them when turning a single-family home into an RAL. But these are some of the strong ones that you're going to want to prioritize. We have an incredible mini course on the RAL National Association website from Jane Rhodes. Not only does she teach you all about interior design, but also renovations and what you should be implementing in your new RAL. So check it out at ralna.org. Don't forget to like and share this episode and follow us wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Thanks for listening to the Assisted Living Network.